coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Rodgers going to come out throwing. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And this one is incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the one he was looking for, but it's gonna be second down. You look at this Raiders defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And shedding through the tackle. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
12, fellas, here we go.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Rodgers now to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Here comes Abdullah on the return. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's going to be taken down quickly right at the 46. 22 yards there, a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Jack Campbell running him down behind the line. The Raiders at 5-4 now on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners are 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second down, Jacobs once more. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stick. One, Omaha.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo, and that's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Garoppolo. And he's got it. And the Raiders are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Jacobs is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And he's going to be knocked out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Hall. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Rodgers now on third and goal. Under pressure, and they got to him again. A nightmare on third and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. Zerline's kick is up and through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Amir Abdullah. And he will take this one back all the way inside the 35.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Rodgers throw on target to Godwin here. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end.
26.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 more yards there and another first down. Rodgers going to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now it's Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. First down, Rodgers. Going down the middle, and it's complete. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Now Rodgers. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Godwin as the first half is winding down. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
11.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Trying for ALOOO, but it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Inside the 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Once again, it's Jacobs. And now off to the races down the right side. He's on his way. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 68 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
First down, Jets.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Rodgers. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not two. That's three for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. On second down, a run with Hall. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing now is Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. On first and 10, it's Hall. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's Rodgers. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, the great coach said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for New York. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games for whatever reason. Their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brandon Ayuk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have scored again this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. To throw is Rodgers. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Oh, some strong running. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 47 yards. Rodgers now on first down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Motion man left is Lazard. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. The Jets on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Rodgers again now. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the tightrope. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And here we are in the fourth quarter. We're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
65.
second down. Jacobs once more. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all you got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 159 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling it for a loss.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Here we go.
3rd down and goal coming up here.
12, fellas. Here we go.
They'll run with Jacobs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
And now with where they are after that loss, I think conventional wisdom says you have to kick the field goal and tie the game. But if you've got a play that you really love, now's your opportunity to call it.
A 26-yard attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Plant. 26. Back one. Right.
To throw is Rodgers. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Ball want to give up the middle. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Here's 1st down. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. They'll give to Hall. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Well, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's 3rd down now. Rodgers to throw. And this is caught. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Zerline now for the PAT. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking.